What up, bro? Fucking around with this social media. About to roll up, smoke something, drink something. Cause I don't have work tomorrow. No fucking work tomorrow. So let's get this party started. Um, where's my party favors at? Oh shit. Everything is upstairs in the studio. Hell yeah, boy, I'm about to slip on some more of that blue, boy. I'm gonna have a bigger drink tonight. I ain't got work in the morning, yo. I'm about to drink, smoke, probably take my ass to sleep. Blue agave, boy, that shit do it for you. If that shit don't do it for you, you need some stump hole or some Everclear or some moonshine or something. If that shit ain't strong enough, but you need, I don't know what you need to drink. All right, grind time. Ooh. It's a fine time for grind time. All right. How was your day, bro? My day was a lovely. My day was pretty fucking smooth. Other than the fact I had got called into work early because the other guy I work with wasn't feeling well, yo. He went home like he left work at like 1 o'clock. So his fucking chest was hurting. He couldn't hardly breathe and shit. I'm like, damn, homie. Like, oh, I thank you so much for coming in, man. I really don't feel good. It's all good, bro. I ain't want you to work yourself to death, nigga. Cause I won't work myself to death. I'm not. Bro, I don't play that shit. Not feeling good at work. If I don't feel good, I'm not. I can't. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not working. So I told him the same thing. Ain't no reason you need to thank me for nothing, man. You don't feel good, take your ass home. Whatever it is, cause I don't want if especially if you sick, cause I don't want to catch that shit for number one, and for number two, I don't think nobody need to work if you don't feel good. You know, take your ass home. Take you some medicine. Lay the fuck down. Relax. Your body telling you something. Cause I don't know CPR and none of that shit. So don't drop on the clock around me, cause I ain't gonna be able to help you. Ooh, boy. Oh my god. Hey guys. Yo, the first episode of my show is wrapped up. I actually watched that shit today, yo. But the film crew said they wanted to edit one or two more things. So the message I got just now, she said, The link that they had for the first video is already down, and they're gonna post another link at 9 o'clock, I think. She said around 8 or 9. A new link should be posted up there for it. But we about to see real quick right now if the old link is up or if she did change it already. I want to show y'all guys, because I don't know if everybody's seen the first delicious. But I took the leftovers to work for lunch. I'm sitting there eating that shit. And one of the ladies like, Travis, that smells good. What is that? Smoked neck bones. Neck bones? From what? From turkey. Smoked turkey neck bones. Oh, never tried that, but they smell really good. Yeah, I know they do. It's delicious. You go buy you some. Cook them things up and try it for yourself, boy. Neck bones is something serious, boy. Neck bones ain't nothing to play with, homie. You want a meal? A real meal? Neck bones and rice, some beans. Or you gonna get full. You gonna get that ice. That's what we do over here. We eat that southern shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't soul food, but it good for your soul. Roll. Oh my God, paper, just fucking roll over, bitch. Stop acting so difficult. I got people watching me right now. My homegirl MB already said she rolled better than I do, but I can't tell. Before, during, and after. What is you thinking? That's like asking Jimi Hendrix, do you smoke before you write a song? Yeah, bitch. Ain't no challenge. Challenge what? Challenge that, boy. Ain't no challenge, man. That shit like a cigarette. But that shit like it came out of pack, pre-rolled on a assembly line or some shit. Ain't no challenge, nigga. What? Challenge what? You can't do that. Oh my word. Challenge what, homie? I'm the truthist. I'm the truthist. Boy, you a doofus, I'm the truthist. See, I might even pack it down a little more. What you do is you twist the top. Twist top, right? So you twist it to a point. Then you grab that shit. You grab your little point, and then you shake. And then you shake. And then you shake it. And that way, you shake all the weed down towards the tip. Get all that little bit of extra paper off you don't really need. And then you shake it. And then you shake it. And roll it again. All that is actually excess. Don't need that. Now, what? Ooh. But before I light that, let me grab my homie. Jose! Migo! Papi, where you at? What happened? I ain't know. Oh, 03. You new to this screen, man? Alright. I got that blue. Who knew about the blue?
Connected to FBI wiretap.
You hear that shit? My Bluetooth settings. It's connected to the FBI wiretap, which is my phone. That's what I named my phone. FBI wiretap. And my fucking internet is called FBI surveillance drone. So don't try to hack my phone and don't. Oh, mother suckers. I asked if this your first time in my stream, because your name doesn't look familiar. I don't think I've seen Dynawide. What? Dynawide. I know I just had that damn. Oh, it's on my lap. That boy tripping. Your boy tripping, but. Let me see if this link gonna work real quick. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That mean you know. Mm. Well, I guess they didn't send me the new link yet. Yeah, this video has been removed by the user. Oh, see, you just schooled me to some shit. I don't mind learning new shit. I just learned that now. Dynawide is a motorcycle. Let me see how this motherfucker looks since you want to name yourself after that shit. God damn, this bitch better be pretty, bro. This better be a pretty ass motorcycle. Oh, it's standard looking. It looks like a Harley. 2002 Harley Davidson Dynawide Glide, $6,995. Not a bad deal for a bike. I know Harley had this one bike that looks like a street bike, more like a crotch rocket than a Harley. I forgot what the name of that shit was though. It might have been that bike, yo. The one I seen, yo, the first time I seen that shit, bro, that shit looked like a like Bumblebee from the Transformers, yo. Instead of Bumblebee being a car, like if Bumblebee was a motorcycle, that bitch would have looked like that Harley, yo. Might have been this one right here, yo. No, the Cobra Speeder, that shit looks hot as fuck. But it was something similar, but that one ain't it though. I gotta ask my uncle what the name of that fucking bike was. Anyway, some birthday cake. Got that birthday cake. That birthday cake. And it's really good. Yo, my man D1, he said he had that shit last week, that peanut butter. He was like, bruh, if you ever come across this shit, he like, buy that shit, nigga. Get you some peanut butter. I swear my homie just said that shit the other day, yo. That was the strand he was on. That peanut butter. I told him he got the peanut butter. I'm gonna find some shit called grape jelly. Fuck that. Smoke them bitches together. Hmm? They listening to all your phone calls and conversations. They listening. Hey. Oh, we in there, nigga. We is in there.
start.
I don't think I want Jackson. On this episode of Electric City's Roundtable Discussions, we'll be speaking with Joy Zabata, creative who captivates the abstract and brings it to life through vibrant expressions. Her favorite mediums to work with are acrylic, clay, and oil. Welcome to another episode of Electric City Television's Roundtable Discussions. I'm your host, Travis Prince, and today our guest is Joy Zabata. Joy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Travis. Thank you so much for having me here today.
We're happy to have you here. First off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, Travis, this is a fun little fact about who I am. My name, Joy, actually is a name that I chose for myself.
Wow.
Yeah, so some people know that from my hometown in Peckville. Other people do not. So the story behind why I chose the name Joy for myself is a few years back I was going through a really rough situation in life, and thankfully my friends, my sisters, they bought me a trip out to Texas, and I just got out of really tough circumstances. And I remember getting off the plane in San Antonio, and it was a butterfly migration season. Oh. So there's thousands and thousands of white butterflies everywhere. And I just remember, it was a memoir for what I just went through. So I just got out of an abusive relationship at the time. So I just went through that struggle. But at that time, it just felt like this, just amazing epiphany of wow, I'm free, this is my transformation. So joy as a word, it means to rise above tribulation. It's not bound by its circumstance. So yeah, that's a fun little fact about me.
Well, that's really interesting. What's your real name?
My real name is actually Lauren. Lauren, yeah. So a little fun fact again about name stuff. My last name is Zabata. Traditionally, that's how we say it. And that means an obstacle or troublesome person in Czechoslovakian. So that's kind of interesting to me. I'm sure people were like, oh, Zabata. I don't know if that was oh, yours. My middle name is Lee. Lee stands for a refuge, a flowery meadow. Or it also means a lion. So then Lauren comes from the Greek root word laurel, which is what they crowned the Olympians with, right?
Yeah.
So it was a temporary victory over the obstacle of my last name. So when I chose Joy, it's an consistent victory over the circumstance. That it'll always stay in joy.
That's pretty interesting. I've thought about changing my name before. I was gonna change my name to True, and then I would be True Prince.
Oh my gosh.
But I decided not to.
Oh my God, I love that though. That's so cool.
So all right. So you went to school in Valley View.
Yes, I
did you go to college anywhere?
So I went to college for only a semester and a few weeks. Before I went to college specifically, I was kind of hesitant about the fact of it, just because the way that I learned, I'm very tactile, and I like to teach myself a lot of things. So like in my mind, I'm like, well, if I go to school, you know, like I had to go out and get a job, like, you know, I'd rather just like focus on what I love to do, and it's a harder route to take, you know, but I'm really happy I'm on that journey right now as we speak. Yeah.
That's good. Well, Bill Gates dropped out of college.
Yeah.
He's one of the most talented people we know. So with your art, have you always been an artist, or is this something that came along later in life?
So when I was insanely young, from whenever I could walk, honestly, I always had an interest in doing art. I mean, the work that I did then was probably like, you know, finger paint, but when I really started getting back into being consistent as an artist, it was 2017, I would say. A good friend of mine, I have a lot of friends in the art community, as you're a part of. You know, my friend was asking me if I would like to do a show with her. You know the Globe store, how they have the holiday market.
Yes.
And I was a little hesitant at first. I was like, no, I don't really have like a lot of artwork to display, or, you know, I don't know how to do this. So I had a month and a half to prepare, and I got 16 pieces of work done. I got Turning Wither done, which we'll showcase soon. I got a website up, I got my EIN, just like got finalized as a business. And that was kind of like the catalyst for me to be like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. I'm actually going to like show people who I am through my artwork.
Wow, and you arranged all of that just in a few months?
Yeah, it was hectic, and plus I was working 2 jobs at the time, so I don't know how I did it, but I swung it, and I'm really happy I did.
That's some extreme dedication right there. So you had a love for art as a child, kind of grew away from it, and a friend brought you back into it to be creative again.
Yes.
Are there any influences that really help you guide yourself as an artist, or?
Yes, God's creation. It's everywhere, and it's like you can look at the bark on a tree, and it's just so intricate. Like, it's so detail oriented, and I mean, even just light, the way that light comes in. I have flat cornea, so I have a chromatic aberration when I see things, so I don't just see, you know, like green here, I also see the red and fuchsia outside of it. So it's, for some reason, light just comes into my eye a little different than most people, at least that I think. I don't really know. I don't see through other people's eyes, so that's another big influence. It's just like I'm always noticing the way that light's reflected off of things, and like seeing the way that energy moves.
And so you have a wider range of color that you can perceive than the average person. I've heard about that before with people who have that cornea effect in their eyes. That's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
And so you started back in art in 2017. So where do you see yourself now, like from when you first started creating art and the things that you're creating now? How has your growth process worked out?
Well, I would say that I'm actually taking a lot more time into the meaning of what my work is. When I did that specific series at that time, it was just more so like creating. It wasn't like a strategy behind it of like, okay, this is what I feel. How can I actually make this into a piece of artwork? How can I construct this? So I just see myself getting more strategic when it comes to planning with my work, and getting out of my comfort zone with learning new materials and expanding my reach.
So I was in that same phase too, where in the beginning I just want to get these emotions out and in a visual way and make something beautiful, not actually having a developed concept for it. So now you're in a concept development phase, is what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
That's pretty good. So, where do you see yourself going with your art in the future?
I mean, I really hope that my art could shape the nation and shape people's lives. And I hope to do mirror work, like all over the place. And just, I want my work to be something that it's true for everyone, that they look at it and it resonates. And it almost breaks things off of people when they look at it.
So yes, the show is official. Episode 1 is prepared for the public. That shit is good. I like it. Yes, I do. I'm gonna send this link to my uncle. I hope it is too, man. Hopefully this is my way in. This will get me a little bit more recognition. And it shows a more tamed side of me. I'm not cursing and smoking and drinking and all that shit. I'm just sending this link to a few people. I might post it on social media tomorrow so everybody can see it. Mm, So I've been watching this war shit all fucking day. And it's not looking good for the US right now, man. That shit is not looking good. Alright, I sent the link to a few select people. Oh, oh. Ay. So now what? Just me and you. Yep, me and the homie. Alright, I'm being boring as fuck right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I know it. My bag. Still sending links out. Oh yeah. I got a couple people watching that shit right now. Of course I'm fucking Snoop Dogg. For shizzle, my nizzle. What the dizzle? Fuff. That shit look. Well, bad, bro. That shit look professional though. Yeah. It's crazy, bro, because I do my stream all the time, but interviewing somebody else where it's weird because I focus on myself, I focus on my art, I focus on getting my artwork out there, but sitting down and talking to another artist about their art, it's cool as shit, yo. I like doing that shit. I really didn't think that I would enjoy that, but I don't mind not being the center of attention when it comes to art, just as long as we can have a good conversation. So the learning experience is fucking dope, yo. You told me. I just said that shit again, bro. Thank you, bro. Nah, you gotta put the time in.
Done it before, it ain't gonna work for you 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
I get it, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. Awesome, man. Great time, my nigga, yo. No, I got money now. I don't need me a painting.
Hey. Yeah, that was up.
Yeah, I got money now. I make big money now.
Mhm. You got throwaway money.
I need to get painted. I'm probably going to get 2. I'm supposed to get one for my daughter and one of my dad.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, I know that your shit is custom, so it ain't like you can just order them shits like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, I know, man. I know, man. I know. I've been rocking with you ever since we fucking first met. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Proud of you, my G. Proud of you, man. Proud of you, man. But don't try to play me and think you gonna get away with just a punishment, homeboy. Yeah, that was what we used to call it back in the day. You play with that old dope.
Not the okie doke, nigga. You better call me, nigga.
Yeah, okie doke, dog. Old boot camp shit, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't trying to play with the okie doke, yo.
My bad, homie.
Nah, you good, nigga. Like I said, but you still gonna call, because I'll call you up for anything. I'm that kind of person. If I'm thinking about you, I'll call you.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, my bad, and I apologize sometimes, but that's one of my failures, I guess. You know,
Nah,
personality shit.
Nah, that's why I fuck with you, bro. Cause like you say, if you think about somebody, you gonna call them and you gonna keep in contact and let motherfuckers know, like,
hey. I'll call you, man, before. Yeah, I'll call you, man. To say, and just to see you say, hey, man, I'm busy. I'm call you back.
Yeah, most motherfuckers don't even do that shit, bro. I know you real as shit, man.
How's everything, man? Everything on the way, man?
Everything good, bro. Everything going good, man. Started the new year off with a raise at my job and got a new little position, and I got.
Oh, did you check? Did you get my book message?
No, bro. I checked my email. I checked my spam. I don't see no email you sending me, man.
Yeah. Listen, basically, here's the rundown real quick, right? I work at a security operations center, right? A SOC, SOC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was handpicked by, well, you might have, I'm pretty sure you from South Carolina, you heard of Bull Street.
Yeah, I know what Bull Street at.
The craziest spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're tearing all that shit down. They're turning it into the. It's going to be like a up to date cybersecurity. I think it's cybersecurity. It's a technology center. You know?
Mm.
And that's where I'm at. I'm one of the first people there. I'm handpicked, man. They was like, ain't no way there's a dude in Columbia, South Carolina named Reggie Thomas that's a fucking hacker. And they hunted me down. They came and got me. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's how you know your skills good when you ain't gotta look for them. They come looking for you.
Yeah, they flew me to Chicago, got me on board, and did everything. They was like, hey, how much money do you want? I told them how much money I want. They ghosted me for like 2 weeks. And I was like, damn. I was like, well, fuck it. You live something, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I know next time go down lower. But they hit me back and they said, fuck, we give it to you, man, because shit you got, you know your shit.
That's it, and that's the thing. If you know your shit, like, hey man, cheap shit ain't good, and good shit ain't cheap. I got the good shit. You gonna have to pay me for it, bro.
But Bubba asked me just specific, said, Paul, what the fuck do you do all day?
What you do all day, Puff?
I play fucking chess.
Oh yeah, you was telling me that shit until some shit come up. You and the
And
homies
I
being
don't
there.
even know how to play chess. I'm learning to play.
You gotta learn about that en passant, the Far Side King castle.
It's all the same thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And awesome shit, man. And the cool shit is though, when you ever come to visit, I can take you. I can bring you to the office. I just can't take you to the stop, but I can show you around, man. I can take you into a place. We right by Shagler Park, where the Fireflies feed. That's Columbia's minor league baseball team park is.
Uh-huh.
All that shit out there new, man. That shit built, man. It's like I can just get up from my desk and say, you know what? It's pissing me off. I just go walk around the fucking park, man. I go the food trucks and shit be out there. I do what the fuck I want to.
Damn. That's what's up, bro.
Now, but listen, that's what I said when I thought about like we're still building a thing, right? But the thing is, you got to know some cybersecurity shit. You don't have to know a lot of shit. If you start low, but if you can learn what I'm saying, and they'll start you out at 60 grand.
I need that. Hey, send me the manual, Puff.
That's why I sent you a book, my brother. I don't know this book. I don't know how much money you make. You see what I'm saying? I could have said 60. Man, you could have cussed me out and said, nigga, that's a slap in my goddamn.
That's an insult to me. I make 90. Say shit. I don't make 60. I'll tell you that right now. I don't make 60,000 a year. I wish I did.
Yeah, I don't usually spit numbers with cats, man. You cool if I spit numbers?
Yeah. Yeah.
I make $90,000 a year, bro.
Goddamn, bro. But,
And I just started out.
damn. That's gravy. I mean, you're gonna be at the 120 mark in a couple years, yo.
I know people that start out at 120.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say. If they start you at 90, like it won't take you long to get to 120, bro. That shit ain't.
Exactly, but see, the thing is, I'm not doing penetration testing. I'm doing cyber threat intelligence analysis, just like Edward Snowden.
Okay.
That's what I do.
The black.
We speed them. You know?
The black Snowden. Bro, let me hit you back, dog. Yo, Puff, I
say that because this nigga, he's already fucked up. He can't come back. They
no, that nigga in Russia for life, man. He a Russian now.
Yeah, but they tried to listen, man. The only reason he ain't there yet because Trump is controversial. If it was another president, they would have been had his ass.
Yeah. Yo, I'm getting a couple other text messages, Puff. Let me hit you back in a minute, bro.
I told him, I knew it was coming, brother. Hey, man, hold it down, love it, keep it going, my nigga, and keep me posted.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hit you. Peace. Another strike? You lying. All right. I'm not seeing it on the Google search. I'll do YouTube search.
When somebody assassinates the head of another country's military force and takes credit for it, that's a unique event in history. People should realize whatever else this crisis is about, it signals the entry into a new era of warfare. And if we feel that we have the authority to use armed drones to kill senior officials of other nations, you can be sure other nations will assert that same privilege and opportunity for themselves.
Overnight, we learned that President Trump ordered the drone strike.
Groups that Iran supports. So you could start seeing things happening in the world, and things you might see a cyber attack, like in the U.S. and say, wait a second, did Iran do that? And Iran says, no, we didn't do it. And you might see an explosion on.
Hold on, I'm getting all kind of messages. I'm gonna send this link out to a couple people. Agenda-free TV.
On a ship in the Persian Gulf, and you say, did Iran do that? And Iran's like, oh, we didn't do it. And so you might start seeing things like this, and I'm guessing things will happen in the world, and people will be like, is that Iran responding to what the U.S. killing Soleimani? So you might just start seeing things happen. You might see things happen to have nothing to do with Iran. Look, if a plane.
Ain't no offense, bro. I don't know what your nationality is, but America is just a bold bully, yo. Like deep fried food. I'm telling you, bruh.
Plane blows up, and it has nothing to do with Iran. There's people out there saying, wait.
1885, 86, that's right around the time of the Berlin Conference. You know what I'm saying? That's when the world started to divide up Africa and really go after resources and try to become superpowers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, then we already know like history is a great teacher, yo. It's an awesome teacher. And then like somebody said, oh, well, we only killed one real important guy. Yeah, but how did World War One start? You just killed one person. Whole fucking shit boiled over. And now they said in this drone strike, maybe 6 people were killed.
Wait, did Iran do that to respond to Soleimani? And Iran probably won't say anything. I was thinking about that last night. I was thinking like any kind of like tragic like event that happens, or like attack or plane blowing up or something. Now everybody's going to be wondering, is that Iran getting back at the U.S.? And you might not know. NFG Vets, thank you for your support, NFG Vets. I can only cover one story at a time, NFG Vets. There are not 2 of me. I can only cover one thing at a time. But thank you for your support, NFG Vets.
I wonder where this dude get his information from. Oh no, like hey, everything we can hypothesize and speculate about a lot of shit, but once again, man, if you know history, you understand geopolitics, and you see how these motherfuckers have a tendency of moving, it's not hard to figure out a trend and kind of predict who the fuck is doing what. But goddamn,
what is this here?
But that's the thing too. I wish we had more access to the civilians, just the regular citizens, and get their take on this shit. Because American news media is going to constantly tell us, oh, they're happy about what we did. They like what we did. They're rejoicing over his death. Just like Saddam. Everybody was dancing in the streets, and they're always going to tell us the stories like, we took out a bad guy. They know he was a bad guy, and they're happy at what we did. But really, is that the consensus of the majority of the population? Is that you just did them a fucking favor? Is that what you really think? Or are these people highly upset that you took out a highly respected, decorated general and in general a leader to his community who's been fighting this war for fucking 40 goddamn years in the trenches with the soldiers for 40 fucking years, trying to help stabilize his nation and bring order and peace in the best way that he saw fit. And you kill this man, it's like, no, they happy. They're happy we did that. He has to have at least 1 or 2 direct sources. Like he has to have a friend over there or somebody he knows who lives over in that area, yeah. Like my homeboy, he wrote a book called The Road to Damascus, the Anglo-American Assault on Syria. And he's an American, and he's never lived in any other country, but this motherfucker went to Syria twice, got shot at and everything to do real in-depth research study for his book. He didn't want to talk shit about the American occupation and destabilization of the Middle East without actually going there and talking to people firsthand. And my man went over there twice and he wrote a book about the shit, and it's all fucking, once again, problem, reaction, solution, yo. Brandon Turbyville, The Road to Damascus, the Anglo-American Assault on Syria. Pick that shit up. Yeah, it was Gaddafi soldiers who killed him, and that shit was on camera. Kill switch. Bill Shaw. Brandon Turbyville. Yep. Yep. Road to Damascus. The Anglo-American assault on Syria. And this is a white dude. And he's a English major from Francis Marion University in South Carolina. This shit comes from 2013, yo. Me and my homie been on this shit for years. Man, my homie been on this shit for years, yo. Got my shit signed, autographed by the man himself, to Travis. A true friend and a true revolutionary and a brother in arms. Man, we've been doing this shit forever, bro. Motherfuckers, like, some people think I just be talking just to be talking, like. Yeah, this I got two best friends, yo. Both of them named Brandon. And one of them white and one of them black. I got white boy Brandon, black boy Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Both of them smarter than I am, yo. If one of them don't know some shit, the other one gonna know it. Like, if I have questions and I need to talk about some shit, these the motherfuckers I call. I ain't gonna lie. These the niggas I call, yo. Yo, I need to talk to you, B. What's good, B? I tried to call him earlier today. He was like, hey, he was on my way to work. And I said, I was calling to get your thoughts on the assassination of Soleimani. It's fucking horrible. He fought ISIS. We're doing Israel's dirty work here. Deep state has wanted to take out Iran for years. This can lead to a very, very, very bad things for everyone. Trump hasn't really been that bad up until this point, but this is terrible. I'm still a little in shock. I have a friend who met this guy. Oh yeah, real recognize real, yo. Yeah, ICE was on U.S. payroll, man. Motherfuckers was the what it was, the Mujahideen. You know what I'm saying? That shit just morphed, yo. And the Bushes was in cahoots with the Bin Ladens for years, man. The motherfuckers was the father was a board member of the Carlyle Group. Like all these motherfuckers tied back together, man. And Guantanamo, no. Instigates every war, yo. Yo, my man talk about everything in this book, yo. We don't miss none of that shit. This ain't no fucking little book. This is and he got all his sources he cited in here. This book is over 400 pages, almost 500 pages of American activity throughout Syria and the Middle East. And like I said, that's why they was fucking with Assad so goddamn bad anyway. Shit ain't gonna change, man. Until somebody knock America down a peg. Swear to God. Until they knock us down a peg. Ain't nobody gonna read this shit. Let them put it in a book. Let them put it in a book.
All right, guys. Well, look, I don't have any more information for you on this story. I have no more information on this. All we know is that there was an airstrike north of Baghdad on this Iran-backed Iraqi militia group. 6 people reported killed. The group says it was medical vans. A report in Newsweek says it was a U.S. drone strike targeting an Iraqi militia leader. We don't know who was killed. The U.S. government hasn't said anything about it yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see what we hear from the U.S. government, if they claim it, and what they say about it. So that's all I know right now.
Yeah.
I can't really tell you more. We've gotten as much information as is out there as far as I can see. So I'm going to I will certainly keep you posted. I'll post on my Twitter account @Lookner when I hear more about this. And we very well might do coverage of Australia fires in a little bit. I need to eat something. But we might do that in a little.
That's what's up. I like that dude, yo. This guy, I'm about to subscribe to his channel now, as a matter of fact.
Little bit. So if you want to know when we come on the air for these live breaking news streams, be sure subscribe, follow Agenda Free TV.
I got you.
If you subscribe on YouTube, click the notifications bell, choose all notifications. Thank you, Mask Wolf, by the way. I appreciate that, Mask Wolf. And thank you guys.
It's a preemptive strike to stop the violence. We had to commit a violent act to stop the violence from being so violent. It was only a little violent. We did an act of war to prevent war. We're not going to war. We're acting in a warlike manner to prevent an actual war. It's too complicated for you guys to understand. I'm gonna kill you to show you that killing is wrong. Don't you get it? killing is bad. So I have to kill you so that you understand that. But it's not war. It's just a act of war. It's acting like we're at war, but we're not. Because I don't want to go to war. I don't want war. I just want you not to want war. So I gotta kill you so you can understand this, man. All right. Wow. So they edited that first episode again. So there's going to be another link put up around 9:30 for the for the episode of the TV show. But they're going to edit that. She said there was like one or two things right at the very end of the show that she didn't like, and she had to add something to the credits. So she just wants it to be perfect when everybody watches it, which is fine with me. Got to make that shit look super professional. Wow, they took that link down fast, yo. Shit is gone already. Yep, this link has been removed. Damn. Oh well. Because I just sent that shit out to people like 10 minutes ago, so whoever didn't watch it already, they're going to be like, what the fuck? This is a broken link. Oh yeah, people buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? People will buy that shit because this is America. And we're fighting for our freedoms. These people in the Middle East want to take our freedoms away from us by what they're doing to take our freedoms is, you see, they're coming over here to our country and they're taking our freedoms from us. How? We gotta fight the terrorists. How many mass shootings happened last year? How many of those mass shootings were carried out by jihadists, extremists, Muslim, Al-Qaeda agents in this country? Yeah, I don't think they're really trying to take our freedoms. I think they just don't want us in their fucking country. They don't want us dictating to them. Okay, so what? You gotta wear a hijab and all of this. That's how they do that shit, man. They've been doing this shit since the Bible times. Leave them people the fuck alone. Let them solve their own social problems. Exactly. But they're bad, savage people. Well, leave them the fuck alone. Leave them over there. Who cares? You know what I'm saying, man? Yo, I just think, like, I understand that atrocities happen all over the world. Everybody isn't a good person. You know, and there is some really fucked up shit. I mean, ever since they killed fucking Muammar, they got slavery again in Libya. They over there selling Africans, them fucking crazy ass Arab motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You got dealt a bad hand. You know, it's fucked up that that's where you were born at. You know? But honestly, yo, there is so much fucked up shit in our own fucking country. We need to just focus on America. For like at least 50 years, yo. If we just pull back and not try to be the world police and just focus on our own shit for 50 fucking years, we'll be way better off. But the global elite will never allow that to happen, yo. Exactly. Just, I mean, and it's fucked up. Now, can there be humanitarian efforts and aids to prevent the sale of humans and this modern time that we living in? Sure, I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be fucking military or militarized in structure. I don't know, man. I said if that shit is crazy, and there is no one right solution for any of this shit, and that's the hard thing, yo. All right. Well, that's fucked up. Yo, Black, I feel for you, bro. That's it. That's what I was telling most people. Like, if you're not in a major city, you might be okay. Because motherfuckers, when motherfuckers do fucking want to occupy some shit or make a real fucking statement, they're gonna go to the largest populated areas, where it's a dense population of people. I ain't got shit to worry about, bro. I'm in the boonies. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna come bomb our Walmart or you know, drop a dirty bomb on my Kentucky Fried Chicken. But New York, especially any kind of affluent coastal cities, yo, Kenny, with the New Year from Scotland. It's crazy, son. It's crazy. Next on 60 Minutes. We're living in strange days. Some fucking strange shit is gonna happen, bro. You know. I got friend requests. God. Yo, you know what? My homeboy worked for the NY Police Department too, yo. I'm gonna call this nigga right now. I'm about to fuck with this nigga. I ain't even think about that shit, yo. Oh, damn. Yo, you at work, bro? Hey, man, they need you out there on the streets, man, protecting the city just in case, man, they try to attack us, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking World War III about to start, bro. You gotta be out there. Yo, the first thing this nigga said when he answered his phone, he was like, yo, my phone on 1%, bro. This shit about to die on you. And that shit just died on me, too. That shit, beep, beep. Fascist pig. Nah, my man's good though. He's a good cop, bro. He is a good cop, dude. He goddamn he military, and I'm against the military, man. I got several active and retired military personnel in my family right now. Yeah, I got like 20 people. I almost went to the military. You know what I'm saying? But my man, he did his time. He been overseas and all that shit, yo. Been in the deserts and that shit, and came back home, went to the academy, and now he's a cop in New York. But he's not a fucking dickhead, bro. And he's like, I'm not a fucking hero. When I don't have my uniform on, nigga, I'm off work. I'm not being that off-duty cop. I'm not that guy. He's like, yeah. Yeah, inherently honorable. And we can agree to disagree on that. Yeah, you know, I'm not. I think any type of military should be for defense only. It's for defense. And if everybody's defending themselves and not attacking anybody, then we won't have fucking wars and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, have a military just in case a motherfucker act crazy. But man, I don't know, man. The idea of militaries now is just, especially the American military, is to maintain authority. I don't think that's what a military should be for. You shouldn't have to maintain your global authority. That's bullshit. And it's been that way since the inception of this fucking country. You know? Dumb shit and little slick shit he see them doing, like, nigga, you need to calm down sometimes and not be so harsh with the public, yo. All these fucking gun-ho fucking cops out there, he's not that, yo. Invade, kill, get oil, move out. We came, we saw, he died. You know, like I really do understand like logistical reasons for having armed forces, but in our current history, how militaries operate, it's a fucking sham. Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta leave y'all shit in the ground. Man, and most of the alphabet, most of those alphabet organizations are compartmentalized anyway. So you know, even if you're in that shit, you don't know everything that's going on. You know, it's on a need to know basis. And most motherfuckers don't need to know. Now that link got removed. Everybody's texting me back like, what was that link? What was that link? Oh yeah, motherfuckers, like I say, it's just a need to know basis. We'll tell you what you need to know. Like you say, you don't ask fucking questions. Wow, everybody's like the link is down. There isn't anything on that link, and I'm like I know. They just took it down again to edit it. It's gonna be edited, and I'll send you the new link as soon as I get it. It's the link to the first episode of my TV show. And she sent me 3 different links so far. She keeps taking it down. It's like, oh, this is the final version. And then she put it up. She's like, oh, I just saw something. I took it down. Then she sent me another link, and I shared that with a few people. And she's like, okay, this is the final version. And then she texts me, she's like, oh, I took it down again. I saw one more thing, like right at the end of it. I'll send you the link as soon as I put it back up. It's on YouTube, but it's not up there right now. Like I say, she took it down once again. And she texted me, she said it should be up there around 9:30. But it's 9:30 now. I mean, I'm not gonna rush her. Whenever she gets it up there, it'll be up there. Like, I'm mad that I already started trying to show the link to people though. And this is how whack our station is though. What? Eddie. My homeboy Brandon, who wrote that book, he just posted something 1 hour ago on Facebook. Finally about to post. Today has marked the worst day of Trump's presidency. The murder and assassination of Soleimani marks a dark day for Syria, Iraq, Iran, Yemen, and anyone interested in peace or eliminating terrorism. Soleimani was not endangering American lives, and he was not likely even behind the embassy protests. Even if he was, those American lives were occupying Iraqi land, so it comes with the territory, doesn't it? America lives should live in America. You cannot invade and occupy another country and then claim self-defense. I suspect Trump was fed false intelligence, but it's his responsibility to verify it either way. Our soldiers should be on U.S. soil. It's 2020 and we shouldn't have troops on Afghani, Iraqi, Syrian, or Lebanese land. We were promised an end to the wars, but it's only January the 3rd and we're facing a war that will span the globe. I'll be doing an article on this soon, but right now I don't really have the words for what our government has done. My thoughts are with all the people of goodwill tonight, not just Iranians, Iraqis, Syrians, Palestinians, and Lebanese, but also American and even Israeli. Everyone, dark days are ahead for us all, I'm afraid. Fuck. My homie has never said that shit, yo. This nigga has never said he's scared of what's gonna happen. Yo, my homeboy never says he went to Syria and got shot at the first time he went there and went back a second time. And a third time. Motherfucker not scared, bro. How you go to a foreign the first time you went by himself. By himself, solo dolo, motherfucker just went to Syria. And went back 2 more times after that shit. And this motherfucker just said, I'm afraid. This is yeah, I feel that shit, bro. Who is a big terrorist? A Christmas present from Trump? Mm. Soleimani was a terrorist? I don't think so. I don't think so. I am. Obviously. But hey, it is what it is. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there's only one set of facts. I'm still not ready to put this link up yet. But I just got the new link. And I think this is the final one, so hope she doesn't take it down and say it needs to be re-edited again. And what time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. Man, me and my homeboy went out for some wings and drinks after we got off work. And I didn't finish my wings. I'm about to heat them bitches up. I'm gonna eat them shits. And then and then I might play some video games. But man, we send so much fucking aid to Israel. How much that shit is a year? Like $2 billion or some crazy ass dumb shit. Oh yeah, everything got a price. You willing to pay that shit though? You willing to pay? Cause everybody knows it costs to be the boss. It costs to be the boss. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Damn, them wings good as fuck, son. Ha ha. Them wings too good, boy. What? And then to all your phone calls. Yeah, white supremacy not for you neither. That shit ain't for you either. You know? What? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yeah. Cause they gonna nuke everybody, bro. And you ain't got no pass to no bunker. Half a mile from where I live at, bitch. Just about you, bitch. Shit. That shit funny. Super funny. We all in the same boat. Realize that shit, man. It's these motherfucking bankers and these oligarchs, these fucking Oppenheimers and Roth, the Koch brothers. It really, this motherfucker ain't got advertising us to this violence. Yo, America gonna change and we lose power. Your fears is motherfucker gonna do anything. So you can get the most part because they're so susceptible. Like a little skit, yo. Yo, these lines are slow. All your phone calls. There you go. I think that one's a hit, guys. What do you say? Did you hear that? All your phone. Yo, these lines are slow. Huh? What are you talking about, man? Why can't I just find the one spot where the song is at? Yo, these lines are slow. Go. Yeah, me neither. I need to go back in the stream, yo, get them up. Relations, they listening to. That might be right there. They see everything you see. They listening. Big brother on you. You just a pawn too. But how you gon' move? They listening to all your phone calls. Edward Snowden told you that you snowed in, and now you're frozen, 'cause they track your modem. They listening to all your phone calls, your conversations with your relations. They listening to all your phone calls, your conversations with your relations. They listening. Hey, they listening to y'all. Yeah, me neither. I need to go back in the stream, yo, get that motherfucking name, yo. Facts. That's why when you say anything, and then you go to search something, that shit'll come up quick as fuck, yo. That is a hit song, bro. Yeah, I ain't never seen that dude. It was Siri always listening. That's how she wait for you to say, "Hey Siri." Hey Siri. Bitch, you not even real.
Was a name, but he just typed it. Phone calls, yeah, frozen, listening. Big brother, thing you see. Nations, they listening, they listening.
Get the lyrics for this
They
shit.
track and eat, you do. Nation.
Alright, this shit started at
All of your phone calls,
an hour
your
and 33 minutes.
conversations with your relations. They listening. They listening to all your phone calls, your conversations, relations. They listening.
I put some lyrics to that shit.
Everything you do, they watch your every move. And where you buy your food, they listening. They tracking emails. The shit you buy from retail.
And all your weed.
And all your weed sales. They listening. To all your phone calls. Your conversations with your relations. They listening.
What's the next word?
All your phone calls, your conversations with your relations. They listening. And then they watch you on your computer screen. They see everything you see. They listening. Big brother on you. You just a pawn too. But how you gon' move? They listening. Edward Snowden told you that you snowed in. And now you're frozen, 'cause they track your modem. They listening to all your phone calls, your conversations with your relations. They listening to all your phone calls, your conversations with your relations. They listening. Hey, they listening to y'all. Yeah, me neither. I need to go back in the stream, yo, get that motherfucking name, yo.
That's why I started talking
I never
about
seen
you.
that dude. It was a name, but he just typed it in there twice. Steezy, Sticky Steezy, or some shit like that. But it was whatever it was. It just repeated itself.
Yeah, Steez.
Yeah, I never saw that dude. Like I say, that's the first shit he popped up in there with. Was like, yo, World War III, yo, they just killed the fucking dude from Israel. I mean, for Iran. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about, man?
You know my Steez get off my P's like a Wu-Tang kid.
Yo, these lines are slow going. They listening to all your phone calls. I think that one's a hit, guys. What do you say? Did you hear that on the radio? They ain't gonna play that shit on the radio, man.
Not that shit.
They ain't gonna play no shit like that.
Mm-mm.
Like Edward Snowden told us that we snowed in, and now you're frozen, 'cause they track your modem. They listening. They watch your emails, everything you buy from retail.
And all your weed sales, they listening, they listening. Now what you gon' do? Because they own you, even on your home too. They listening, they listening. Big brother watching. Oh, they listening to this shit for years though, bro. For years, nigga. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. A new world order, what the builder birds are building. 9/11 false flags, now they making trillions. Train all the terrorists and now they want to kill them. Martial law is coming, so think about your children. Say we need a bigger army, so they gotta train the youth. Mandatory military service, what they gonna do? 18 to 25, 3 months of boot camp. Sending money overseas and still I can't get food stamps. 110 stories collapse, 10 seconds flat. Man, how the hell they do that? You must be ain't do now. When I talk about this stuff, a lot of people do laugh. Police state put you in a FEMA camp too bad. The average person stressing no recession got us too mad. Big banks getting bailouts, the feds losing cash. Soldiers still dying every day out in Iraq. They trying to sell the country out. The people gotta take it back. Better read the Constitution, cause we need a new solution. 9/11 truth got me ready for the revolution. Fighting for my freedom, cause man, I think we about to lose it. If you really patriotic, now the time to show and prove it. Better read the Constitution, cause we need a new solution. 9/11 truth got me ready for the revolution. Fighting for my freedom, cause man, I think we about to lose it. If you really patriotic, now the time to show and prove it. Now the cap and trade, now they got the carbon tax. Plus they killed the Constitution when they made the Patriot Act. Now they got my phone tapped, selling ya and all that. Tried to vote against it, but Barack Obama brought it back. Now they up on Act 2, spread it fast like Act 2. Better drop that fast food, start to read some damn news. Wall Street gang trying to play us like some damn fools. Things won't change unless the people make some damn moves. PrisonPlanet.com, InfoWars that drop bombs. I know the truth is scary, but listen up and stay calm. Unemployment rate got so many wanna steal and rob, but the people's in the tower really lost their day jobs. Uncle Sam getting over cause he thinking we dumb. Wanna be a slave or do you wanna fight for freedom? Black president, never thought that we would see one. A president don't change things, this is just a rerun. My aunt works for the NSA, yeah. I know I got a file. Like it. 9/11 Truth. InfoWars. This when I was on my InfoWars shit back in the day, yo. If you are human, then we are equal. Time to take the power back, give it to the people. Open up the curtains, see through the evil. Cause they use deceptions, trying to deceive you. Lethal injections, stick you with needles. My friend got vaccinated, still caught the measles. Gotta get the message out, travel like the Beatles. Sleep with the fishes, or fly with the eagles. What can we do? Somebody ask me. Teach it to your children, they tell it to their classmates. Cause they are the future, living in the last days. But a young brilliant mind will change the landscape. Bondage and slavery, let's try to escape. All to the course of the world with just a handshake. And I failed to graduate, so education mandate. Time to heal the problem, we can't fix it with a band-aid. So I tell the truth to my kids. Give them all the knowledge, then we play like recess. Sometimes we happy and sometimes we stress. Always follow your dreams, don't live off regrets. So I tell the truth to my kids. Give them all the knowledge, then we play like recess. Sometimes we happy and sometimes we stress. Always follow your dreams, don't live off regrets. If you never been poor, can't understand my story. story. Why I fight for the cause and never for the glory. Now they got my phone tapped, trying to record me, cause all these lying politicians just bore me. No more patience for the fabrications. I just realized all the time we wasting. All the other slaves, man, I'm really trying to save them, so we can live our lives freer than the Masons. And it's amazing how they got us brainwashed. Drive-bys with little kids playing in the sandbox. Won't travel the desert, they say the sand hot. Complain but won't try to fight to get what they got. Instead they watch TV and let their brains rot, while guns and drugs are a part of their plot. And I just cannot fall for the system. You don't stand for something, then you fall as a victim. So I tell the truth to my KIDS. Give them all the knowledge, then we play like recess. Sometimes we happy and sometimes we stress. Always follow your dreams, don't live off regrets. So I tell the truth to my KIDS. Give them all the knowledge, then we play like recess. Sometimes we happy and sometimes we stress. Always follow your dreams, don't live off regrets. Got too much television, not enough books. Too many pawns, not enough rooks. Not enough queens, not enough kings to teach our children how to do the right things. But every journey starts off with baby steps. You gotta stay on top, keep your grades in check. And you shouldn't have sex if you ain't ready yet. Gotta learn to manage money, don't get in debt. And if you got student loans, better pay the rest, because a good credit score is a great success. But your Uncle Sam might get upset when he see me on the podium and you up next. Don't dwell on regrets, cause we fighting for the future. Call me the teacher, call me the tutor. Crucial decisions, this game is brutal. I'ma make a spark and let the fire run through you. Trying to live freer than the Masons, and it's amazing how they got us brainwashed. Drive-bys while little kids playing in the sandbox. Won't travel the desert, they say the sand hot. Complain but won't try to fight to get what they got. Instead you watch TV and let your brains rot, while guns and drugs are a part of their plot. And I just cannot fall for the system. If you don't stand for something, then you fall as a victim. These shit's 10 years old, man. The last time I really recorded some shit was Obama's first year in office. Like the first year, like I think that was the last. I started painting in 2009, and once cause I was doing the music before that shit. Like I hit the music hard in like 2005. But for like 4 years I was trying to, I don't know, I probably didn't put enough time into it, because I got 10 years in my art now. Maybe if I would have stuck with the music for 10 years, I might have done something. I did a few shows. I opened up for some big acts and shit, but I don't know, like just really early on I just got tired of the fucking club bada bada bob shit, and I started writing these songs. Nobody liked that shit, and I think it was, I mean, these songs are still kind of relevant right now, and just like the area where I was at, like niggas wasn't feeling that shit, yo. Nobody wasn't feeling these tracks, and I'm like, well, this is the direction I'm going, you know what I'm saying? And I was making music with a few guys, and I remember the first time I asked my homie, I was like, because I already did one song, I ain't had it recorded yet, but I let him hear that shit. They was like, yo, that shit hot, yo. I was like, yo, let's write another one, yo. Let's talk about some different shit. And my man was like, yo, I don't know about that shit, man. I ain't want to write about no shit like that, bro. And I'm like, this is when I had like stacks of documentaries. I'm like, bro, just watch some of this real shit, nigga, so you know how the fucking world works, yo, and then you can talk about that shit. And nobody wanted to do that shit, so I was so disenfranchised and like broken hearted with the music and shit. I was just like, fuck music, and I just started painting hardcore. Like I know I'm not, well, I felt like I wasn't good enough to be a solo act, because my homies can rap. Like, these niggas can rap. I thought we was gonna have like a group, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't have to like try to carry a whole album by myself. And like I say, that shit weren't working, so I was like, fuck it, I can draw and I'll paint. I don't need no help doing that. That's something I can do by myself, and I just stuck with the fucking art, yo. And I'm a way better painter than I am a rapper, so Yeah, and I'm getting older, but I still keep telling myself I'm gonna put out like one more mixtape. I think I got a couple more tracks in me, yo. You know what I'm saying? That fucking they listening shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw some shit on they listening. I just come up with shit all the time. I don't know. I feel like I need other motherfuckers around me. I like being with other people making music. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being by myself with my art, because really that's just a personal expression. But music, like, I have some solo artists I like, but some of my favorite music come from groups. Like Mobb Deep is some of my favorite shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? But that's the group, though. You know, it's Mobb Deep, nigga. And then Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my other favorites, goddamn Outkast. Like, a lot of my favorite shit is groups, yo. I remember back in the day with my shit, yo, Bone Thugs and Harmony, like shit like that. I wanted to do some shit like that, yo. Yeah, that's true, but visual artists are a fucking dime a dozen too, bro. Like, that shit, visual art ain't shit now. Once you can put that shit on the web and actually see what everybody's doing, like, man, visual, like, that shit is a dime a dozen. It's hard to actually get your ideas out there and have somebody actually latch on to your concept and see the importance in it, or, you know, what it has to offer or contribute to society as a whole. I was kind of doubting a lot of my ideas until, like, this one artist that I admire, and he stole my idea. So I'm like, yeah, if motherfuckers stealing that shit, if motherfuckers like that taking my ideas, then that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm a fucking genius.
Take it where I stop and see no posse commentators. They ain't got no apologies. Now everywhere I go, it's like a dark cloud follow me. Got me starting to think that it's hard technology. Now they playing God, trying to change the weather. While we stuck in the matrix, still chained together. Getting beat round, kicked down, can change whoever. But I'ma see if I can make a change for the better. I'm the best thing ever to happen to the movement, cause I'ma use my music to bring the youth in. Roundhouse karate, chop the system like Bruce. Every verse I kick, I be spitting the truth. If you trapped in the box, it's because your own doing. I'm out of this world, you better call on Houston. And all you world leaders, who the hell you think you fooling? Cause you don't give a damn about the state of the union. They all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the ones to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. They all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the one to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. When I start to black out, they say trap you dead wrong. But the system won't change, they still writing dead songs. Break the Constitution till the thing dead gone. I can't believe that slavery lasted this long, and it really hits home when you start to lose jobs. Still looking for the truth, listening to Lou Dobbs. Grab a megaphone, start yelling at a few snobs. I'm a real patriot, guess what? You not, and it's getting too hot. Man, I saw 2 cops, gave Obama deception and said you watch. Said I sound like Tupac, looking at his new watch. Told me I was loitering, I had to move 2 blocks. Had me wrapped up in chains, shackled down with 2 locks. So I had to shake them machine until the screws pop. Riding around town, putting flyers in your news box. Trapped in the darkness, now we got a new spot. Y'all see I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the ones to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. They all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the ones to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. Your first education starts in the household. Gotta teach the kids, don't sit and keep your mouth closed. Read to them, sing to them, it helps their mind grow, so they have a better chance when they let the dice roll. Everything internet, hardbacks are old news, but you gotta keep the new mixed with the old school. Got a lot of new laws, hope you know the old rules, cause a young dummy only grows into an old fool. Guidelines, codex, alimentarius, feeding us poison but won't pay to bury us. 1933 the country went bankrupt. 1935 the banks say they own us. Now we all born with the mark of the beast. Social security number, you better believe that you are private property of a company. So I'ma reclaim myself in the name of peace. And they all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the ones to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. They all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youth ain't the one to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same.
Boy, that's like one of my favorite tracks I ever wrote. I done listened to that song 1,000 times. That's like that's one of my best shits ever. That shit was the shit. And they all say I'm crazy, going insane. But I'ma speak the truth until I see some change. It's obvious the youths ain't the ones to blame, because parents and teachers are one and the same. Your first education starts in the household. You gotta teach the kids. Don't sit and keep your mouth closed. Read to them, sing to them. It helps their mind grow, so they have a better chance when they let the dice roll. Everything is internet. Hardbacks are old news, but you gotta keep the new mixed with the old school. Got a lot of new laws, hope you know the old rules, cause a young dummy only grows into an old fool. Ooh, it really depends on the size and the detail. It will determine on how long it take. Like on the average, I'll put like 50 hours into a painting. On the long end, man, I done put over 100 hours in some of my paintings. And then the motherfucker look at me crazy when I say I want $5,000 for it. $5,000, bitch. Bitch. You know how long it took me to do that shit, man? Look. These niggas. Ain't no price on it. I'm pretty sure I got this listed for like I don't know. I gotta check my price list. This shit right here probably 4,500 or 5,000 even. Yo, my shit be highly detailed, bro. This right here, it's one of my favorites. All my paintings are my favorites. This is a really good. She's reading narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave. And she's sitting in front of a Lincoln monument reading Frederick Douglass. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. She also has the same book here, because this is a really good book. If you can see how it's, the book is on the side of the cover is red at the top and then is white down, the ISIS papers. That's the same book there with the red at the top and the rest of the side of it is white. And Fortunes of Africa. This is a good piece. One of my favorite, like my favorite pieces. That's one of my favorites. This is almost at the top of the favorite list. Shit. I got this fucking heater right in front of me. Not just because it's me, but it's because it's me. Hey, welcome back to the show, guys. Today we're going to do a waterfall, and we're going to start by putting some colors on our palette. The colors should be at the bottom of the screen. Here I have some titanium white, and I'll put a little phthalo blue here and some Prussian blue. Then we're going to use some raw sienna and some Van Dyke brown. We're going to start here in the sky. So what you want to do is Get you a wide brush and you load it up. Just load it up. And you're gonna... Let me stop. And then he dips that brush in that thinner and then beats that shit on the side of his fucking canvas. You can just beat the heck out of it. You're not gonna hurt it at all. I just like beating these brushes. Some Dean Koontz. Ooh. Some Malcolm X, some Huey Newton. The Quran. Tar Baby. Dune. The Book of Enoch. Willie Winch letter. Ooh, When Rocks Cry Out. The Meta Nectar. Oh, we got some Orson Scott Card over there with the Ender Games. I don't know about that shit, boy. Some Holy Scriptures, Holy Bible, Encyclopedia of the Gods. The ISIS Papers, once again, by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Very good book. Ooh, 48 Laws of Power. It's awesome. You and the Law. George Orwell, 1984. Ooh, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Oh, Fahrenheit 451. Yo, that shit is crazy. Classic stories, yo. Ooh, some Norman Rockwell. 5 Cent Solutions. Ooh, Brandon Turbyville. I think I know that guy. Codex Alimentarius. I wonder what that's about. 9/11 was an inside job. The destruction of black civilization. Great issues of a race from 4500 BC to 2000 AD by Chancellor Williams. That looks very interesting. Maybe I should read that book. He's very intrigued by whatever is on those pages. He's deep in thought. It seems as if he's obtaining some sort of knowledge or information of kinds. Yes, it is. So this is one of my. This is what actually started. Well, this isn't what started the Reader series. I was already on a course of the Reader series. Unintentionally, I just thought that people don't read, yo, and I'm like, I need to show that like reading is a cool fucking thing. So I did like a couple of pieces with people reading. I had one chick and she was laying down reading and she had some guns on her. The shit was like looking provocative and shit. And then I did one of me. And I was like reading like a newspaper and like just the information on the newspaper I thought would like catch people's attention, and then I just did this one and I was like, you know what, instead of like trying to like keep it cryptic and subliminal, I'm just gonna put like the information directly in the front. Yeah, all this is nice, but here, look at this right here. You see this? This should catch your attention. Read this. You see the words? Read that. Go get this book. It's basically what my whole series is trying to say. And don't you know somebody took this idea from me? Like this really famous artist, he started doing like this, where he's reading books and shit. And it's like, damn, dude. Now he's gonna get the credit for this fucking idea. I feel some type of way about it. At least it's out there now. You know, it's like my stuff is out there, but like I say, he's on a whole nother level. So at least the concept of the black man reading is out there for people to enjoy. I'm just mad I'm not gonna get the credit for it. This was my best idea. Win some, you lose some. Damn it. Lost that one. Some bitch. You got me, motherfucker. Like this dude, he sells his shit for like $30,000-$40,000. So he's gonna get bank off of that shit because it is a really good idea. I already know, like, yeah, not really. You know, that's why, like I say, for even all the stuff that I've currently been doing, like, I still feel like mediocre, I guess. But then, like, to have this career internationally known and you know, internationally recognized artists, like, kind of like fudge my idea. It's like, wow, I have a bigger impact than I fucking thought, bro. Like, that's the real joy I get out of that thing. Is like, I didn't know I had that much influence. Oh, that's the thing, like, and that's where I feel like it's not so bad. Like, okay, you got me, but I influenced you though. Like, you know I did. You'll never tell nobody, but we know. 'Cause- and the thing is, like, when I really like set this reader series up, and I'm looking and searching, has anyone ever did like something in depth as this? And it's not out there like that. Like, nobody's ever done that, and it's so hard to come up with an original concept in art. Like, we've been making art for thousands of years. What are you gonna do? And it's like, it's so fucking hard. But I think my reader series is something very, very unique in the way it's constructed. And I say I'm happy. I'm just happy that did actually influence somebody. You know, like, he is a somebody, and it's like, that's okay. I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And I even doubted my reader series for a while. Like, nobody really looks at this shit. Nobody's taking this shit serious, but some, yeah, they are. I know they are now. I know they are. And it's so easy because I have all my reader series here, and they're dated. My shit is fucking I've been working on this reader series for 3 years, and this other guy, he's like, oh, this new series coming 2020. Like, yeah, you just about to put that shit out, bro. I've been did that. I've been did that. That's how the art game is, though. Like, all the famous artists, Picasso and Monet, they all took from other motherfuckers. That's how shit be, yo. Him reading a book. There's another one with him, like, reading a book, and you can see, like, the title of the book. That's Black Skin, White Masters by Frantz Fanon. He was a French psychologist. Here's another one, him sitting down reading the book. I'm like, damn, dude, you just gonna do the whole damn thing that I did, right? Wow. But see, this motherfucker, you know the singer Jadina, the singing rapping dude. Like, my man actually did the fucking cover for his last album. That's how big he is, yo. He fucking hang out with, like, T.I. and all these motherfuckers in Atlanta, and he did an album cover for Killer Mike one time. Like, he's like big shit. He's like, fuck, you got me. Son of a bitch. Not that. Yeah, that shit hot. Nah, I have too much integrity. I'm not, and I think I'm creative enough not to have to do that. And that's why I don't paint like pop stars and shit like that. Everybody's like, paint Tupac. How many times has Tupac been painted? That's not original, nigga. It's not originality. You should do a paint of Bob Marley. For what? Why? Can I do something? Can I try to be original? Can I try to be myself? Oh man, this dude shit look good. You should do something like that. Why? He just did that. I'm not a fucking biter like that, bro. So I'd rather do my own shit. Like I say, man, my reader series is my shit. I got fucking 15 of these motherfuckers, bro. I wasn't playing with my reader series, bro. I went through my whole library. I went through my whole fucking library and put this shit in my art, yo. Message to the Black Man. Louis Farrakhan. Goddamn Theology of Time. Ivan von Sertimer, they came before Columbus, yo. Horace Butler. The Rocks Cry Out. Ooh, 48 Laws of Power. Again. You know what I'm saying? Black man. Read. Who don't read? What? Shit. We read over here. And my shit hot. Like, that shit is technical, boy. But people don't want this shit. 2009. Yeah, last year was my 10th year. I'm on 11 years now, yo. I've been painting for 11 years. Yep. But that's the thing. I know older artists. These motherfuckers been painting for 30 years. I can't wait till I can say that shit. I've been painting for 25 years. I got 11. I'm getting better. I'll get in the hang of this shit sooner or later. I ain't gonna stop painting. I got ass of fucking art, bro. It's not. Like last year I was like, yeah, 10 years. Like, yeah, fucking, I painted. I like seriously stuck with something for 10 years. Like, that shit was a great feeling for me, man. 10 years into the fucking game, yo. And you know, I've had a few big shows, and I mean, I've had tons and tons of shows, but like some really big shit and newspaper articles. I've been on the actual news a couple of times, and I've given several classes and artist talks, and I did a TV show in 10 years. You know, and it's like, wow. When I looked at that shit, I was like, yeah, I got a lot done. But then I'm a high school dropout, and then like when I dropped out of high school, I fucked around in the streets for forever. And then I wanted to be a rapper for a while. And then I finally like just like, all right, nigga, you only really good at one thing for real. Just be honest with yourself. Just look yourself in the eyes and say, Travis, you're a good artist. You are a good artist. You can't rap, nigga. Do what you're good at. And so I just got some fucking supplies, and I just started doing that shit. But I'll show you some of my first shit from 2009. You laugh at me, dog. I laugh at that shit. I was like, damn, nigga. I was trying, though. I tried. Hey. Everybody got crawl for you walk. You know what I'm saying? Got crawl for you walk, but that shit just don't come like that. Yo, what up? Only thing is, yo, I had two really good fucking teachers. It was weird, yo, like when I was in middle school, and I like telling this story right here, yo. When I was in middle school, 7th grade, I said I've been drawing my whole life. I've always just been good at that shit. But so I got to junior high, and my art teacher, it was her first year teaching, and it was her first year out of college. She just graduated from school, and she just started fucking teaching that year. And like, she was 25 years old, 24, 25. She was young. She was full of energy. She was excited and ready to teach. She really, really fucking loved art, and she loved kids. Yo, I had a great art teacher, bro. And on top of that, like, the same exact moment, yo, because you know how middle school, well, my junior high was like 3 or 4 different elementary schools, and then everybody comes to the junior high. And so I started going to school with a bunch of kids I ain't know, and there was this one girl in my art class, and this girl was good. She was better than me, and I noticed that. And all through elementary, nobody was better than me. I'm the art kid. You come to me if you want bubble letters written on your notebook. You don't go to nobody else. If you want me to draw a picture on your love letter, you don't ask them. I'm the art kid, right? And I get into middle school, and this chick shit better than mine, and I'm like, damn, nigga, you gotta try hard. It's a girl. Like, what the fuck? So goddamn. Who, my art teacher? Oh, man, my art teacher, yeah, we're Facebook friends. Like, I call her, like, we're still tight as shit, yo. And so in middle school, I had the art teacher for 7th grade and 8th grade, and then when it was time to go to high school, I actually got accepted into like a semi-private smart school. It was like it was called a magnet school, where like all the smart kids from the different counties just come to this one school. And so I actually got accepted into that high school, so I wasn't going to the local high school. And I'm like, fuck. But then when I went to the new high school, come up in that shit for the first day of art class, guess who the art teacher is? Bruh, my middle school art teacher. She done applied for the job and got that shit, bro. I was like, oh my God. Yo, first day of class, yo, I come in there, I'm like, Teach. She's like, Travis. And we hugged each other, and everybody in the class was like, this is a new school. And it was the first year the school was open. Like, it was a brand new facility. The first year it was open, it was all new teachers, all new everything. And then everybody's like, how the fuck y'all know each other? I'm like, yo, this is my teacher, nigga. Like, yo, and so I had the same art teacher middle school and high school, yo, and she taught me a lot of shit, yo. And so that really helped me a lot in my adolescent years. But like I say, no matter what, I still was a fucking knucklehead. I dropped out of fucking high school. And then, like, when I finally did got back into art, and I was painting for a couple of years by myself, and then I came across this guy in Virginia, and he was an excellent artist. And he kind of took me under his wing like a apprentice almost. And he showed me the current way I produce a painting is the way he showed me how to do it. Before then, I was just really can't even describe how I was just painting. It was just like I just get a canvas, I draw on that motherfucker, and I just paint. but I ain't really prep this shit. I ain't really think about trying to do layers of paint because I grew up watching Bob Ross, and I just assumed that's how all paintings are done. You just get a canvas and you paint, and in 30 minutes you'll have a complete painting. That shit don't work like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bob Ross style is Bob Ross style. If you want a different style, like, I can't give you a painting in 30 minutes. I can give you a Bob Ross painting in 30 minutes, but I can't give you one of my paintings in 30 minutes. And so he showed me just to fucking slow down, take your time, and how to actually construct a painting, and how to see colors basically. And he critiqued the hell out of my shit for like 2 years, and basically just tore my shit apart. Every time I come to him with a paint, he's like, it's good, but this and this and this and this and that and this. I'd be like, damn. And come back with another piece, and I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. Shit is fire. So he's like, yo, that's great, but that and that and this and that and that. And I'm like, fuck, yo. And so after a couple of years of that shit, I'm just like, but it was crazy because as soon as he said it, I would see it, you know, and I'm looking at it through my eyes, and then he'll look at it. And he tells me what he sees, and then I can see the shit. It's like, okay, all right, yeah, I get it. I see that. And so he walked me along for a couple years, and I think like the 2 years that I studied under him, he probably advanced me 10 years in my craft. Like without his help, I would probably still be very limited technically on how actually construct a painting. But I'm good at that shit now. I just need to continue to build concepts and ideas and try to find easy ways to visualize that shit. That's the hardest part, is like trying to put what's in your mind into a visual format where somebody else who sees it understands like what you're thinking. It's the weirdest thing. That's why I don't know. It's easy to communicate with pictures. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you gotta get it to say the right fucking words. And we're almost at 3 hours. What time is it? I feel like playing some video games, honestly. Or should I go to bed now and get up for the gym in the morning? So I hate going to the gym too late. I don't know. I think I can stay up for another hour, yo. I might play some Titanfall, yo. I'll stream that shit if y'all want. Cause I'm still just gonna sit right here. But I do feel like doing something more. Play some Titanfall. Play my game, then sleep. Let me start this stream, this video game stream. I gotta end this shit to start the game up though. I'll be back.